going live. We live, baby. Yeah, we live, baby. Come on, go on. Record, baby. Record, baby. Let's not act like we just didn't do a test run.
Right.
We're live in the Academy Sports Show studios. This is the Academy Sports Show. We appreciate you listening. As always, thank you. You all are very much so kind for supporting the show, supporting the product, and supporting us. We appreciate it. Our platforms are as so iTunes, that Purple Podcast app. Go on iTunes and follow, like, subscribe to Academy Sports Show. Rate us, let us know how we're doing, as well as SoundCloud for all you Android phone users out there. SoundCloud provides you the option to search Academy Sports Show. Like us, follow us, love us. Also comment and let us know exactly how we're doing and exactly what you want to hear. And you can also share, that I don't even know what that icon is. The share icon. We all pressed the button before. Don't know exactly what it is, but we've all pressed it. Make sure you share it to your social media so you can tell everybody who your favorite sports show is, because we are your sports show favorite sports show. I'm your host, Andre Douglas, and next to me is your host, Joel Williams.
What is good, everybody? It's a Sunday in the D. Yep, it's a Sunday. You heard it right. If you're listening to us out in podcast land after we have posted this on SoundCloud or on iTunes, you heard us right. It's Sunday, and because football season has started, we just pick our day and we go live. So welcome, everybody, to the Academy Sports Show. Live on YouTube. We appreciate you guys joining us. Big show today for you. Not a lot to talk about, but some good topics to just kind of touch on as we prepare ourselves to just really dive heavily into this NFL football season and college football season and high school football season and youth football season, which are all underway in some type of training camp.
Football, baby.
Regular seasons for you start next week. Week after is high school, week after is college, and then the week after is finally the NFL. So get your fantasy leagues ready, get it all going. A lot to talk about tonight. We're going to talk NFC North. Got 4 teams in that division: Lions, Vikings, Packers, and Bears. We're going to give you our thoughts today on who we think will win that division and who we think is going to struggle in that division, as well as we'll talk about 2 of our favorite teams: his Lions, my Packers. The Packers are my number 2. His Lions are his number 1 team in the NFL. If you've been following us, you know we both have second favorite teams when our first favorite teams are struggling. So we will talk today about the NFC North, let you know how we feel about that. Plus, big story, been out a lot lately, a lot of controversy, a lot of people talking about it. Jay-Z has partnered with the NFL on a social activist platform, trying to bring more, I guess you could call it equality or balance or whatever.
Nobody knows.
to the situation. So we know how that's been going since the whole Kaepernick saga started with Cap taking a knee, and things have just kind of gone on since then. So Jay-Z has taken a position, and we're going to discuss our perspectives and our opinions on that position today as well. A lot of our fans have asked for us to give our 2 cents, if you will. So it's that much more. As always, we're taking your comments. We're taking everything from our live feeds. If you're joining us on Facebook, please make sure you jump over to our YouTube feed. If you're joining us on YouTube, we do appreciate it. That much more today on the Academy Sports Show.
But we love our sponsors here at Academy Sports Show, so we want to shout them out right at the beginning of the show because we love them all so much. And if you want to be a sponsor here, make sure you email us at Academy Sports Show, 2s's@gmail.com. Let us know what your brand is. Let us know what exactly you want us to say about your brand. We'll get back to you. Or if you want to partner with the show, if you're a sports writer or you have your own podcast, you want to go a little back and forth kind of thing going on, let us know. Once again, it's Academy Sports Show at gmail.com. Be afraid to reach out. But our sponsors here at Academy Sports Show, one is the legend, Mike Vaughn. Mike Vaughn's Plumbing.
Oh, man.
Both.
License?
Yeah, you messed me up. Sorry. Mike Vaughn's Plumbing, both licensed and insured, provides top quality services at great prices, whether it's getting up the cold, waterproofing, or just daily home services. Call the man.
313-304-7786.
BondsPlumbing.com also provides the map of all the great areas that they service, as well as the list of services that they provide. They can get you a quote on all those services, but we prefer that you call the man.
313-304-7786.
And that man right there is the real MVP.
Yeah, he is the most valuable plumber. How about that?
How about it?
Also, are you looking to buy, sell, rent, lease, or invest in real estate?
Yes.
Or are you looking for a career change?
Yes.
If you are, call Nick Bowers and his team at Keller Williams Lakeside. Let the home team help you with your real estate needs. You can go to their website at www.thehometeamusa.com, or you can go on Facebook and find them at The Home Team. The Home Team, a team you can depend on. Call my man Nick Bowers at 586-634-9419. Again, that's Nick Bowers at 586-634-9419. That's KW Lakeside, the Home Team.
Home team.
Also, don't forget, if you're looking for a little healing, your body's hurting, neck, back, my neck, and my back. You're a little stressed out, just need somebody to help you out with that. Well, contact the specialists at Be Well Integrative Massage Specialists. They specialize in therapeutic massages, integrating the mind, body, and spirit. You can go online and check out their list of various services and pricing at www.choosetobewell.com. Again, that's www.choose2bewell.com for a list of their various services and pricing. Or you can give them a call for appointments at 313-472-5048. Again, that number is 313-472-5048. Be Well Integrative Massage Specialist. Hey, be well.
All right. It is time, as Rafiki would say. Did you watch that movie? Did you watch the live action yet? Did you see it?
The Lion King movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, it was okay. It was good.
It was okay.
It was okay. It was more sentimental because it was just the Lion King. I mean, that was it.
All right, so let me put this down right. Chill. Yeah, I didn't rotate it. Leave me alone. I want to get my partner in it. All right, whatever.
You only like to do Facebook.
I like to.
I had to say.
I learned from the best.
All
right, so there was a partnership of epic proportions when it broke. Jay-Z, some people's greatest rapper of all time, top 5 rapper, philanthropist guy. He sends out his own lawyer to fight cases that nobody knows about, help Meek Mill get out of prison, all this stuff that he does behind the background. Him and his wife, the greatest black love thing. He's just a lot to the culture, I guess. People put him on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Right. He is definitely on a pedestal. I think we both agree on that.
Yes.
All right. He has partnered with him. By him, I mean Rock Nation, his business, his entertainment business, has partnered with the NFL for a multi-year partnership of developing their musical Super Bowl halftime show, but as well as diving into some of their community relations as it pertains to the Black community, the brown community, and things of that nature. And that received a lot of mixed feelings.
Yes.
I don't think it was hard one way or hard another way. Hard, did he sell out? Super Bowl, I don't need a Super Bowl. Super Bowl need me. His lines, his words himself. Staying with Cap. I'm not watching the NFL until Kaepernick gets a job. That side versus the, hey, now we've did that. Let's move forward. Now we got a guy on the inside who can speak for us. He's about to be elevated to ownership roles. So it's kind of two sides of the spectrum here.
Mm-hmm.
When you first heard the news, I want your honest opinion. When you first heard the news, which side of the fence were you on?
I was on the partnership, I like it side of the fence.
Okay.
I was on the man in the room, had the conversation, try to get active in that conversation. So I was on that side of the fence.
Okay. And now, as more information has come through, and we've got little hints from Kaepernick coming out saying that he didn't necessarily like the "we're past kneeling" comment that Jay-Z had in his press conference with Roger Goodell. And then Eric Reed coming out, kind of dissing the whole partnership, saying that he, was taking it was a step back to where they were going from. And then everybody else's opinions online and social media, and the more information that's coming, where are you at now?
Still in the same spot.
You're in the same spot.
Because I have questions for those statements. And everybody's gonna have their opinion on it. I don't know that it's one of those there is a right answer. I think there's just gonna be a strong opinion on either you're on this side or that side. But I would have questions for some of those questions as well. So that's where I'm at with it.
Okay. All right.
I'm still on that side.
News first broke, right? Like I'm on Twitter that morning, I see Jay-Z Roc Nation partners with NFL for entertainment purposes. And I'm like, my first reaction was, I'm confused. That's the first thing I thought of. Like, I'm confused. Like, he was one of the first people that was like, no, like Super Bowl asked me to perform. I said no, because I don't appreciate what the NFL did to this man who just, was standing up by taking a knee for social injustice. So I don't appreciate the treatment of this man. So I'm not going to participate. That's where I thought he was at. That was his standing ground. So he didn't perform. He's not watching the NFL. The whole "with stand with Cap" thing. So when I first saw the headline, I was confused on why he would do that. And then second thing that came to my mind was, well, did he have a conversation with Kaepernick before he did this?
Okay.
So these are just all the things that are going through my head before I got the information that I'm standing with today. So I was on the fence, but I was also leaning towards the side of I was giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
At that point in time, like, okay, maybe he talked to Cap. Maybe, he bringing him in on this initiative. Maybe this is more than music. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe this is more than what the headline says. So as the days go on, you see, he didn't talk to Kaepernick before he made this decision. His press conference with Roger Goodell, he tried to have, like me and you, like we can sit here, talk, had this kind of bumping arm kind of, vibe, right? Like they were both kind of like, Goodell was like in him, and Jay-Z was like, yeah, I'm not really, I can't show this side right here because people gonna think we friends, and I'm not trying to be your friend, on camera. It just seemed uncomfortable for him. And honestly, I'm kind of leaning on the side of, bro, what do you want us to do? Like first you had all these people leaning one way on not supporting the NFL, which I believe was a valid thing. I wasn't one of those people, but I wasn't knocking the people that didn't do it.
Right.
I wasn't knocking you if you didn't watch the NFL because you felt like somebody wasn't treated fairly.
Right.
I totally understand where you come from, but I just like football, so I'm gonna keep watching it.
Right.
But now you're partnering with the beast who supposedly is suppressive and all this other things. I get the whole man in the room thing. I get the whole, we're in there now. We got one of us there now. One of us is going to be in the room who we put on this pedestal, and now he's there. But at the same time, it feels like the initial guy, the first guy, the guy who took the shot isn't getting, I don't want to say nothing out of it, isn't getting the recognition. Like, okay, you did your thing. Now I'm about to take it 20 times further than what you did.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just don't know what's the opposite. Like, what is he supposed to do? Like, I guess they're just I guess a lot of people would argue that they're supposed to just kind of stay in that same position and just wait until Kaepernick gets a job.
Mm-hmm.
So Kaepernick's the beginning of all this, right? Kaepernick and Reed, not Reed. Why do I call him Reed?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So they're the beginning of this, right? Like they're the catalyst to how all of this has blown up and gotten to where it's gotten. At the same time, there's been other things that have happened because of the exposure, the attention that those actions have brought. So there's more programs. You've seen a lot of NFL players on Capitol Hill, involved in a lot of community initiatives, just more social injustice, just stuff. There's a lot more going on besides us waiting until Cap gets a job.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, to me, it's like, I guess I just think of it in two ways. Do you just sit and wait for him to get a job and do nothing? Or do you try to continue to move the needle? Because I think that needle moves, and I think that it should as things progress. Like, I don't think we're still in the same place we were when he first took a knee.
Okay.
I feel like we're further along. Now, progress-wise, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But just as far as where we are from the beginning till now, I think we're in a different spot. So there's more happening. There has been more exposure. As the NFL is.
NFL awareness kind of.
Okay. Yes.
All right, I got you.
Because I don't look at, so one of the things I don't look at NFL and go, like, I know people who look at the NFL and go, there's a slave mentality, right? There's this ownership of people, and it's just a business. And so, and I understand that thought process. The NFL to me is still a microcosm of all different types of people coming together and working together as a team too. Mm-hmm. So I think there's two different dynamics working there. I just don't see how we're supposed to sit and wait for something to happen where, kind of to we were talking before the show, Cap's gotten paid. Mm-hmm. So there's probably some litigation involved there where I'm not sure how involved he can be, but we'll see.
Right.
Eric Reid is playing, getting a check.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so now what? So we were like, yeah, Cap got paid, found out it was like less than $10 million or something like that. But everybody's happy about that. But at the same time, it's like you're still mad at the NFL. All right, so he went to court. They won something, or they got paid. Eric Reid's back in the NFL. Cap isn't. So do we just wait, or do we try to do something separate from that to still try to have this conversation? Because isn't it bigger than Cap? Like, right. His whole point of doing it was it's not just about him. He said it himself, right? So to me, I get Jay-Z said this. At that time, I agreed with, I understood why he was doing that. And I didn't knock the people for, hey, you didn't watch it. I know people say, I'm not watching every game. Okay, cool. I watch football. Mm-hmm. That's my thing. So I'm with you on that. But now I think the needle has moved and we got to continue to do something instead of just sitting around going, I'm never going to watch football again because they're not going to get Cap a job. I just think it's bigger than that at this point. So that's why I'm okay with him saying that at that time, which I thought was cool. Okay, I get it. I get why you're doing that. He's still not performing at the Super Bowl. He's still now trying to do something different.
Well, they say it went off the table, but I don't think he's going to do it.
I don't think he's going to do it either. But I just think it's time to further the conversation and continue to do different things than just sitting around going, all right, well, I'm just going to be mad at the NFL because Cap still doesn't have a job. Mm-hmm. Cap's got bread. Reed's got bread. Not that money satisfies everything, but we got to continue to make progress. To me, that's my position on it.
And as the days have gone on, I'm starting to take that same stance because like he took a knee for his reason, right? People can construe and twist and make their own reasons on, it's the anthem, it's the soldiers, it's that I think once he clarified it over and over again what he was doing it for,
very clear.
You couldn't twist it.
Yeah. Well, they still did, but
you sound crazy by twisting.
Yeah.
So then he lost his job. Well, not lost his job. He kind of got blackballed. He won that suit about being blackballed, and I believe the money that he won was just some back pay from the time that he missed from playing football, right? So like, here's the money you felt like you was blackballed. Here's the money that you were missed. While you could have been potentially playing football at this time, you are an open free agent. Anybody can pick you up. Anybody can do anything for you now. And for the simple fact that you don't have a job right now, I don't think should be the reason is a reason to protest. Well, are we protesting social injustice? Are we protesting him not having a job? Like I think those are two very separate things.
Some people think that's the same thing, right? Yeah. So that's the question, right? Are they separate, or is him not having a job a social injustice?
So if he gets picked up now, it's like, all right, cool, we won.
No, no, exactly.
Yeah.
There are still social injustices
Yeah.
going on that have to be addressed. Because what he was kneeling for was not for the social injustice in the NFL.
Right.
It was for social injustice in the United States.
Right.
So great point. Like if he gets a job, it's not a victory.
Mm-hmm.
We still experience the same thing.
Still feeling the same thing. So the flip side of that coin is they took away his platform to shed light on things that he chose to shed light on. Right. So okay, he gets a job now. He gets to continue to do what he's been doing. I think that as a martyr, he's still doing things even larger than what he would do as an NFL player.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yes, he lost his job or he got blackballed, however you want to look at it. And that's one separate thing. But I think what Jay-Z is trying to do now is advance the conversation.
Yes.
Right? So I think one thing as a never lost connection. Okay. I think as a people, sometimes we get stuck in the moment of being angry, being upset, and just living in this moment of this needs to be fixed right now. When it's not a right now kind of thing, it's kind of like we need to keep going. We need to move forward from this. What happens next? What is next after this?
Yep.
Okay, you did this thing. We're in this thing, but what's next after this thing? Right?
Yep.
And I think Jay-Z and Roc Nation are in the what's next kind of business.
Yep.
So to get his foot in the door, I'm an entertainer. I do entertainment things. I have an entertainment business. So my foot's going to get through the door by entertainment. But if you want my business, it comes with this same handcuffed conversation of we need to do more in my communities.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Like you can't. So then my other question to most is, so if you're calling him a sellout, then what are our options? So like we were talking at the field, and Brian was saying he gives him a year. I was like, yeah, I feel like 2 years because for us to start to maybe see something that looks like we're addressing an issue, which I think if you look at the news since what Kaepernick and Reed did, there are a lot of good things that have come out of that, both on the platform of social injustice when it comes to people of color and when it comes to women and things of that nature. So just equality in general. So if he's a sellout, then what are our options? I think, to your point, you got to get in the room. So you get in there the way you know how, and then you have these other conversations. I wasn't looking for them to say something explosive in that public display of unity, because it's just not how it works. All that stuff gets discussed behind closed doors. Don't be a fool to think that there is not going to be a couple of backroom deals. Like I definitely believe that there'll be some things. There'll be some, okay, we'll do this if you do this, and if you do this, and we'll promote this, and we'll say this. But Goodell was not about to sit there and go, yes, Kaepernick is being blackballed. No matter how much you believe that to be true, he's not about to say. He said he's
a free agent.
He's a free agent.
General managers are open to pick him up. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, and yes, Kaepernick's come out with his new post about how he's been working out. It's been 800 some odd days since he's had a job and all that. And I get it. He's got to do his thing. He's trying to make his living. But to your point, we got to further the conversation. We got to keep it moving. So that's the start. To me, maybe I give it 2 years. I don't even know what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question.
I don't know, but a year's fast if you're coming from the mindset of you think the owners have a mindset and you think that mindset is going to change.
Right.
No, it's not changing. Not in a year. To me, it's not.
My question would be, what role does the NFL have to take in this situation? Like it's a business, right? So you protested at your business, right?
Right.
Your business, one way or another, let you know that they
disagree with it.
They disagreed on how you chose to do it.
Yep.
Right. So now the heat is on the business. So what is the business supposed to do to help with the initial cause, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, they gave a bunch of money, right?
There's a lot of
the Players Association wrote down all these charities and everything. Like, these are all the charities that, handle social injustice and, the families of people that have been killed by, officers and all that other stuff, right? Here's a list of all this stuff. NFL gave them hundreds of millions of dollars. So here you go. Put that in the bank, right? Yep. That's the best way they know how to handle problems, right? Yeah. I'm going to throw a bunch of money at it. And then what's the safety from the Eagles? He was the guy who was heading that.
Yep.
And he took that money and called that a win.
Yep.
And Green called him a sellout for that.
Right.
Right? Like, that's not how you handle the problems. You handle them head on, and money isn't going to solve everything. So what exactly do you want the NFL to do about racism? That's my question.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want them to do as a business to help with the injustice of people being shot in the back for no reason or choked out with illegal choke moves? Like, what do you want them to do?
And I'm not trying to belittle it, and I'm not making an excuse for the NFL, but that's an excellent question because it seems like it's give Cap his job back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that seems like the answer. Like,
give him his platform back so he can talk about it.
So he could, like, I don't know.
And then after that, we all are on the same page.
I guess. Like I said, I don't know what.
That just seems small to me.
It's very small. No, it's very small.
Yeah.
When you ask the question, so when you come out of that, like, emotional place and you just try to look at it rationally, you don't really have a good answer for it. Like, if you're upset and mad, then you just get blinded by that, and it's just, well, it's stupid. They don't. At the end of the day, I don't know. Like, how is giving funding to programs that are addressing the issue not helping?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, how he's a sellout because of that? Like, it doesn't make sense. You're back in the NFL,
mm-hmm.
working. Mm-hmm. You're getting paid, and you kneeled again,
mm-hmm.
which still brought attention to the stuff that's getting. Listen, the stuff that they're kneeling for is now front page news every day.
Every day.
It's CNN and Fox News going back and forth every day.
Every day.
That's literally all these injustices and all of this bigotry and just these views. Whatever side of the aisle you're on, it's there every day.
Yep.
So
in some form or fashion, you should take that as a dub.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely have. I mean, the fact that what you did was conversation and it was being portrayed one way on one network versus another way on another. It's the whole point. It's to generate the discussion we're having right now. So I don't know. Like, I don't know what it looks like in 2 years. If I'm saying give him 2 years, give him 1 year. What does it look like? Cap getting his job back? Like, to me, again, is that what this is about, or is this about all of the social injustices that are taking place? Because the NFL, last time I checked, is an at-will employer, which means that at any time they could decide to cut you if you do something that's totally against what they believe are their values, or basically to impact their product.
Right.
It's just like if you work for another business and they let you go because you had a lawsuit against you. They can say, we don't want that press. We're going to let you go.
Right.
You can argue right or wrong. You can call that a social injustice, but at the end of the day, I don't know the answer. The same question you have, it's the same question.
Usually on this show, I'm a good antagonist.
Right.
I can find some way to poke a hole or just throw out another scenario or another way of thinking about something, or hey, just try to come at it from this angle.
Yep.
It's not a lot of angles I think I can come up with this one. It's either he got his job back and we're all happy so he can be back on TV talking about it, or the same stuff that we complain about in the background, right? Hey, it's a good old boys league. They only worry about themselves. They get, is generationalized. You know, one kid comes in after the next kid. Don't get your shot. Don't get a foot in the door. Now we got a guy in the office. We got a guy with the foot in the door.
But we're mad still.
We got a guy who's potentially going to be a part owner of a business, of a franchise.
But he's a sellout.
And we got a guy who is in control, like his business controls all of the entertainment that goes on in this business. He controls it, right? We have a guy in control of a part of an entity that is $1 billion company, which is the NFL.
Yep.
We got a guy, and not to mention a guy who probably deserves the most benefit of the doubt out of anybody you could put in there. It's not a guy you can poke a lot of holes into, right?
Right.
It's a guy who has publicly condemned the business that he's a part of now, right?
Yep.
He said, I don't need y'all, y'all need me. They said, you are right. We do need you.
Yeah, exactly. And therefore here we are.
And therefore here we are. This is a guy who has done countless documentaries, countless pro bono work of his own lawyers to get guys out of jail. Your favorite rapper, Meek Mill, it has not only handcuffed himself to this guy because he helped him get out of jail, like he's a part of his business now. So if anybody deserves benefit of the doubt, they didn't just get a suit in there, right?
Right.
They didn't get a guy that was wishy-washy.
Right.
They got a guy who that as a culture you got here on the pedestal. And I got my hand above my head for those who are on YouTube. You put this guy here on the pedestal, you can't poke holes in this guy.
Right.
This is an unpokeable guy right here. This is a guy you should trust. This is a guy you should get the benefit of the doubt of, right? So now I think the vagueness of it is what's next? Like, what do you plan on doing? What conversations are you having in the background? Is there a charity? Is there a fund coming up? Is there I don't know, like what's going to happen next?
That answer now.
What's going to happen next to get you on his side? What does Jay-Z have to do to get those that totally flipped on him? What does he have to do to get you back on his goodwill? Seeing as, yesterday he was here and now you don't know about him. What does he have to do to help you get there now?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Rhetorical question for those out there. I'm not on that side, so I don't know. I have nothing. I wish I can.
So halfway mid-season, they go, abuse victims, fund or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but all the stuff that I don't know. Again, who knows what that result looks like? Like, it has to start somewhere.
Right.
To expect 30 answers on day one, I think is unrealistic. And there are going to be numerous programs that are going to come of this. You're going to see the ad campaigns this year. You're going to see all this stuff. It's not, and this is not going to be new. There's been stuff happening.
And there's still going to be the people that say, "Oh, they just."
Absolutely. That's so.
And it's like you
can't please everybody. That's I got a guy. I don't really agree with it, but I'm not going off the edge on it. So, somebody I know that works in a business, right? And their general manager or manager, whatever, like he's over the whole thing. The black guy, right? So. We always talk about, getting a foot in the door. So he gets his son a job. The black guy exerts his power because they do it too, right? Everybody does it. Yeah.
Got his kid a job, worked his way up, started at the bottom. Now, just kind of floating and doing things. And it's kind of like, look, this think he own everything now. Like you can just put him wherever you want to. Just 20 minutes ago, we were saying we wanted to get our kids generational wealth and get their foot through the door. Because if it was me, I would take my son and his son with him and his son. But now that it's at a company that you work for, you don't want dad to bring Junior up into the ranks. And now you mad at Junior because he didn't work his way up because he just got. It's just a lot of.
Well, I mean, you're
I don't
now you're talking about the crab mentality, right? I mean, unfortunately, we are our people.
I just say that to say
We pull on
it
that.
don't seem like nobody. It's not a lot of people that's going to be happy no matter what.
Yeah, that's the mentality. Unfortunately, is we unfortunately pull each other down. We are traditionally known as the people who will hate on the next person for the very thing that we were just complaining about the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're the one in position to bring people up, you bring them up. You're to those people you're great, but to the others you're just giving something away. And now the same people that are mad that nobody in this company gives anybody a chance are now mad at the people getting the chance.
Right.
It's just how it works. Ultimately, like I said, and when it all comes down to it for this, it's like if he's a sellout and this is a problem, what's the other option? I don't know the answer. I don't see it the way they see it. So tell me what's the other option. Help me see it past waiting for Cap to get a job.
Yeah, that's
what I want to hear.
I would love to come back next week or whenever we got time to do a part 2 of this. Like, I would love people to watch this episode, listen to this episode, and for those who feel the other way, to comment, share, or just reach out personally and let you know yours. And because
talk about it.
This is an honest conversation, right? Like, I don't feel like there's no opinion. There's no opinion pushing here.
Yeah, there's no right answer.
Unfortunately, we're at a situation where we both agree.
Yeah.
And I think I generally believe that that's unfortunate that we do agree.
Yeah,
because we don't have another perspective.
Right.
I would love to have another perspective. I would love somebody
asking for it.
Yeah, I would definitely. So if you feel any different kind of way about it, please write, email, everything.
Yep.
Like anything you can think of, because I would love to continue that conversation, because I am not one to I mean, I stand by the things I believe in, but I definitely don't knock how somebody else believes in something else.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can always take a nugget from somebody else. So, like, if you got another perception that made me go, wow, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
I would love to hear that.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right. So, what, you got anything else to put a bow on it?
No, that's it. I mean, you kind of come to an end point. Is you got to get the other perspective, I would say. Like I said, there have been people I've heard people say, sell out. Okay, so what's the other option? Like, we're mad. Like I said, we're mad that he wasn't in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He got paid.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Reed got paid and got back in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Cap still doesn't have a job. I get it. Then you're mad because we don't have no black owners.
Mm-hmm.
They were mad because we don't have nobody in the boardroom.
Mm-hmm.
So now somebody goes into the boardroom and probably sooner or later becomes part owner, or maybe an owner. Maybe he's the first black owner.
You mad?
And then we're mad at that. So what
you want us
is
to
the
keep
only
fighting
victory?
from the outside?
It's the only victory here that Cap gets a job. If that's the only victory, then what are we fighting for? What are we? Is that what you consider social injustice? Is that the representation? So if he gets a job, we win.
Mm-hmm.
Then to us, doesn't sound like we've addressed the issue. It just sounds like Cap got his job back to continue to have a platform, which he still currently has. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if he gets a job in the NFL, that might be a muted platform.
Mm-hmm.
Because the problem is the distraction that it could cause if he's in your locker room. That is a media frenzy every week, because there are going to be writers who will just constantly keep asking him about
try to get that quote.
To get a quote, regardless of how he plays. And that, unfortunately, is one of the reasons why he's not currently in the league. So, listen, everybody's entitled to their opinion. We agree on that. We're not knocking that in any way. That's just it. I mean, tell us what you think. Comment, ask, send an email. Come on the show next week and comment. Follow us on social media so you know when we're going live, and we can talk about it some more. But don't look for any results anytime soon. Like, watch the NFL. You'll see program. You'll see the commercials. You'll see all the stuff. They did something for women. We stand with you. They've done all types of stuff since this has happened. And is that enough? We're not saying that, but stuff's happening. But what exactly could they do? That's another good question. What exactly, like you said, do you want from the NFL to satisfy your appetite for a victory in this case, in this situation.
Yep, I'm with it. All right, so let's get to some sports.
Right. We did the same thing.
Yeah. All right, some sports. All right, so have you been watching preseason?
A little bit. I've been watching my team.
Yeah, I haven't watched the full game. I've just been watching I've been watching like clips and stuff here and there. You know, I haven't watched the full game or anything like that yet. But I want to do like our direct division right now, NFC North.
NFC
Packers.
North. Yes.
My Lions at the Bears, at the Vikings. We're gonna try to do a little breakdown, divisional breakdown every week to see what's going on in those divisions. But I feel like we should start with the hometown first.
Of course.
Figure out this division that is most impactful to those in Michigan, which is the NFC North. Used to be the NFC Central, now the NFC North, where the Lions have never won an NFC North title. Is this the year? I don't know. Do you?
Yes, I do.
All right, so
you know how this is about to go.
Right? In the NFC North, we got the Lions, we got the Vikings, we got the Bears, we got the Packers. Just a short recap of last year. I think the Packers, Aaron Rodgers got hurt.
Yep, first game of the season.
Season got tanked.
He played all the games, but
coach got fired.
Wasn't as good.
Clay Matthews left. Drafted a bunch of defense. Paid for a bunch of defense.
Yep.
Right? Still got Devontae Adams.
Receivers are gone. Devontae's the only guy left.
Jordy
Nelson's retired.
You got a new coach, Matt LaFleur.
You know, there's some drama or maybe fabricated drama with the whole offense and everything. I don't know how much of it I believe.
Yeah, you don't choose to believe things when it consists of the Packers.
It's because ESPN just does a great job of finding things to talk about.
So it's been more drama in Cheeseland than normal. So that's one thing.
Depending on who you talk to.
Bears last year, dominant defense. Got Khalil Mack. Mitch Trubisky was a game manager. Made it to the playoffs.
Won the division.
Kicker misses the field goal. Gets the death threats.
Goes on TV and talks about it.
Could have been a Super Bowl contender with the Bears. Now they retool this year. New kicker. Looks like they're running it back. Same squad.
Yep.
Hopefully Mitchell Trubisky has another step forward. But pretty much it's the same crew all over again. The Vikings, kind of a disappointing season. They paid all that money for Kirk Cousins. He didn't really pan out to be a great starter. Adam Thielen still a dominant receiver. Dalvin Cook is back healthy, so maybe they'll have a run game. Defense is still the defense. Great front seven. Same coaching staff, so it looks like they're running it back, just trying to be healthier. Do they get a push from their quarterback this year? Does he take a next step? Is he capable of a next step, or he is who he is?
He's Kirk Cousins.
He's Kirk Cousins. And then the Lions kind of just fizzled out early. Great Monday Night Football game. First game of the season. Pick six to take it back. Thought the season was going to be great, and he got blew out by the Jets and a rookie quarterback named Sam Darnold. And after that, it was pretty much just hit or miss whether you won a game or not. You got Snacks Harrison in a trade. You drafted some linebackers.
And TJ Hockenson.
You drafted a tight end, and you got another tight end in free agency. So we got a surplus of tight ends.
Yeah, and still no running backs and no running game.
Kerryon Johnson got hurt.
Again?
We were at that season. We were at that game.
Oh, yeah.
At the Carolina game. He got hurt. We got C.J. Anderson. They're supposed to be splitting time now. I think that's pretty much it. You know, I think that's pretty much it. They're kind of running it back too. So
they're always running it back.
No big splashes. No great free agents came to anybody, I believe, this offseason to any of those teams. I think all those teams pretty much drafted well except for the Lions. So how do you see the pecking order go in the NFC North? Start at the bottom.
Oh, at the bottom?
Start at the bottom.
Okay, so at the bottom of the NFC North, unfortunately, I'm sorry I have to do this to you, but I have to do it. We do it every year, and I have to do it. At the bottom of the North, I see the Detroit Lions.
Down
At the
stands
bottom
again.
Yeah. Not a lot of Lions victories. Sorry. Yeah, this is going to be another tough one. I see them going 6-10, 5-11,
Ooh.
4-12. This is going to be another tough season.
Ooh.
I just don't see it. I have this debate every year with a lot of Lions fans.
Yeah.
And everybody around here, around town, blames one guy. And I'm sorry.
Matthew
cannot
Jebediah Stafford.
I cannot do it. You're still waiting on Mr. Quinn to draft a certain way and to build Patriots of the NFC North and all of that. And it's going to be another season of waiting. You look at their draft picks and they're questionable again. TJ Hawkinson in the first round.
TJ Hawkinson.
I don't understand it. I mean, why not load up on offensive line talent? Why not start building the back end of your defense? Because sooner or later, Slay's we're gonna see what happens with that drama. Every year, you think you have a defensive line, and they either don't play half the season or there's some kind of contract issue. Then you still don't have a true running back and a real running game.
He's gonna rip them all the way down.
So I'm just breaking it down as to why.
Dressing the lines.
I want to be clear as to why I think they're gonna finish last in the division again.
No.
And I think it's gonna be a battle. They're gonna have some company. The company is gonna be with the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are gonna be down there. I think the Vikings do finish better than the Lions. But I think it's going to be a battle for who's going to get third and fourth.
Even with that defense.
Because the defense
Cook being healthy.
Lost Sheldon Richardson. To me, your original question was the fairest of them all. Mm-hmm. Where can the quarterback take them? Kirk Cousins. He's Kirk Cousins.
His head is at the ceiling.
Yeah, it's like, hey, congrats. You got a fully guaranteed contract. Your agent did his job. Mm-hmm. So, hey, can't hate on the man with his money. But at the end of the day, you got Cook. He'll be good for you. The defense will be pretty solid. I do like the coaching there. I just think that they'll be limited offensively, and they'll finish third. I think they'll beat the Lions out. But I think, to me, I got to give, and this is, probably has a little homer in it, but I got to respect the man that's wearing number 12 in Green Bay. I put them in the number 2 slot. And I think they're beating out the Vikings because at the end of the day, I think the whole drama with the offense, I think that gets worked out. And Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers makes receivers great. They got a defense now.
So what are these records you put on?
They bought. So I'm going 4-12 for the Lions. I'm going 6-10 for the Vikings. I'm going 9-7 for the Packers. Okay. And I think Chicago's going to win this division again and going to go to the playoffs. And I think they're going to be 11-4. Okay. Or no, I'm sorry, 11-5. 11-5. I can see the Bears being 11-5, 12-4. Okay. So I think them running it back, very good team. And like you said, the only reason they kept them out of getting any deeper was the kicker. Okay. So we fixed that problem. So my second favorite team in the NFL is going to finish number 2.
Okay, you finished fleshing them out. I didn't mean to.
And we're good to go.
So what are the pros and cons of the Packers this year? You see,
Packers, I think, went out and bought a defense. I think that was good. You got to stay healthy. It seems like every year they lose like both of their starting corners, and they lose like a right guard or a left tackle or something. So I think they have to stay healthy. I think if their O-line stays healthy, you can keep Aaron Rodgers upright. I think if their defense can stay healthy, they're going to be a better team defensively. And I think the offense thing gets worked out, and they're going to be I don't think they'll be back to Super Bowl caliber, but they're going to be really strong. If things are true, it'll be receivers. Who's he throwing it to? You still got Devontae, but who's on the other side?
Emmanuel St. Brown.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
I
Though.
just seen him on Madden.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. He's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, again, Aaron Rodgers makes
Do you
receivers.
still
great.
have what's the guy? Illumino. What's
The white guy with the long hair?
the Geronimo?
Oh, Geronimo.
Geronimo.
Yeah,
there
yeah.
you go.
I
You
think
still
he's
got that
I
guy?
think he's still there. All the young guys, I think, are still there, which started to show you last year that they're going to be something to be reckoned with. So I think they're going to be good. The Bears are the Bears.
You said got Jimmy Graham too, right?
Yeah, and they're saying he's supposed to go back to his old self. I don't know about that. We'll see.
Okay.
But the Bears are still. Jimmy Graham needs a running game. A little bit of some semblance of a running game to help him out being that great tight end. Well, we'll see. They drafted a running back. They like their running back, prospects up there in Green Bay. And I think, again, 9-7, maybe 10-6, but definitely 9-7. I think they get in the wild card spot for the playoffs.
Who's the NFC North player? They played at AFC West this year, right?
Not sure.
Seattle and all those guys. I know we got an Arizona game.
Seattle, Arizona.
Yeah.
Who else?
The Rams.
Oakland and San Diego, or the LA Rams, Oakland Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then the Bears are 12-4. I think that's the same team. They're explosive on offense. The question will be, where can Trubisky take them? Can he up his game? This is year 3, I believe, for him. So he's out of the sophomore slump that you believe in heavily. Where does he take this team? They've got all the weapons. They've got receivers. They've got a running back, and they have a dynamic defense.
Yep.
They can get after the quarterback and the rest of the team.
And they can take the ball away.
And they can take it away. Yep.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun to watch, but I think they're going to win the division. They'll battle it out with the Packers, but I think they'll come out 2 games ahead.
Okay. I agree with you.
We are agreeing today.
Listen, I don't trust it. Listen, okay. You always illuminate Lions fans. Got so much hope in the beginning of the season. We're going to the playoffs. We're going to go win another game in the playoffs. We're going to the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl or bust. All this other stuff people be saying. All the time. We say this crap
every year.
We say this crap every year.
And get angry every week.
And we get angry
as you expect
week.
something different, but the same stuff
we
happens.
Expect something different, but the same thing.
Same thing happens.
I am not on that boat no more. I have jumped ship.
Oh, okay? Man.
I'm not. If they suck, they suck and they deserve it.
Also, welcome to being a Browns fan before this year.
I don't care. I don't care no more. Like, I want them to win. Don't get me wrong. I want the Lions to win.
And if they do, you'll be a proud guy.
If they do, I'll have my head held up high.
That's right.
It'll be a great Monday morning.
That's right.
Because the Lions won and everything's good in the week.
That's right.
Right? But if they lose, I will not let it affect my day. You understand me? I will not let the Lions losing affect my mood. Don't hold me to this. Okay. I will not let it affect me. Okay? If they lose, I'm just turning to CBS and watch the Chargers play.
Please.
They always playing on the other channel.
Don't lose. Listen, I need it to affect you because that's a part of how we do on this show.
I'm not going to let it affect me anymore.
Okay.
Because if they lose, they deserve to lose.
Okay.
Because I don't trust the running back. I don't trust the line. I don't trust the quarterback. Don't have a dynamic wide receiver. Listen, Marvin Jones Jr., he's a good receiver. Is he worth all the money? No. The first person I trade on Madden when I take over the Lions is Marvin Jones Jr. because his cap is so much for so little. Okay? I get rid of that guy first. Okay? Kenny Golladay on his rookie contract. Is he going to take a step up? Of course. I like Kenny Golladay. I think he's a good wide receiver. Is he a number 1? Probably not. But is he going to be used like a number 1 this year? Because Marvin Jones Jr. is going to get hurt again. Yes. Danny Amendola. He's not Julian Edelman. Like,
used to pay for the Patriots, though.
Yeah, so that means something now. If you know.
Yep.
So offensively on that side of the ball, with Matt Stafford still running the show, I don't see nothing great happening. I know you don't like me dogging Matt Stafford, but it is what it is. He don't beat nobody. Defensively, we got 2 good players. We got 2 good players. You got Snacks and you got Slay. That's it. There's no other good player on this team. Everybody's average. Everybody on the team is average at best. Yep. Kind of good, average. Yep. You got 2 good players. Yep. You're going to get smoked, bro. And the 2 good players you got, you don't even want to pay them. You're not even paying them. So why they gonna ball out for you? So
I feel some energy though. I don't know if you're ready to like, but don't jump.
I know. I'm
I can
jumping ship.
feel there's a sound
I'm
I
out of
hear
here.
that I hear in your voice sometimes when
I'm
you
outta
start talking Lions.
I'm out of here.
Okay.
I'm out of here.
Well, like you said, don't hold you to it.
No, I'm out of here. I said that low enough so nobody else heard.
Okay.
I'm out of here. All right. 4 wins. 4. Count it. 4.
4-12.
4. 4. I said it multiple times. I want you to suck this year, so it's enough to get rid of Stafford, so you can suck next year, win no games next year, so you can go get the God. That is Sunshine. That is Ronnie Bass. That will be at that time the 3-time national champion. All right, I want you to get that kid. I love him. The Clemson quarterback.
Talking about Trevor Lawrence.
I need him in my life. Okay, that's what I want to be the next Lions quarterback. That's the plan. So hopefully everybody's listening.
I hope y'all get a running back and a running game before you get this kid.
Listen, Kerryon Johnson, he's cool. He's an average running back, but you're splitting reps with C.J. Anderson, who's a below average running back.
And you're going to call the same 4 plays.
And yeah, it's going to be just handoff. Handoff. I don't, 4 wins. All right, next up, Vikings. I agree with you. Vikings are second best. Just because there is a cream of the crop on this. Like, some stuff is muddled. Some divisions you just got too many good teams.
Right.
Kind of like the
NFC West.
Yeah, like the NFC West.
NFC South.
Yeah, like it's just it's the cream, and then it's the 2 bottom dwelling teams, or it's just one good team, like the AFC East with the Patriots. Just one good team, and then everybody else just fight. Right?
Yep.
It's 2 good teams here. It's the Bears and it's the Packers. Right? To finish off on the Vikings, I agree with you. I don't think Kirk Cousins is an elite quarterback. I think he's a bottom tier quarterback. Maybe next week we can do our tiers of quarterbacks to let us know who's on the elite and who's on the bottom on the below average scale. I believe he is below average. His receivers make him. Adam Thielen is a good receiver. Stephon Diggs is a good receiver. Dalvin Cook is a great receiver out the backfield. I think it's going to be a shame how good that defense plays, and their quarterback is not going to help them. So, 6 wins.
6-10.
6 wins. Beating up on the Lions. He can get you a couple wins in this division.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going Packers here because I don't know there. I'm going legacy on the Packers because it's just they are who we think they are.
Right.
Every year, right? But I don't know if they're those guys yet, right? You bought your defense. You draft and bought your defense. I don't know if they're going to gel. I don't know if they're going to, be those guys. So I don't know yet. But discount double check, he's worth at least 6 wins.
Right. Right. So all you need is 3 more to make the playoffs.
Right. He's worth at least 6 on the nose, right?
Yeah.
So I'll give them 8 wins. I'll give them 8 because I think the Bears are probably going to blank them this year. I just think they are the cream of the crop.
8-8.
Right? So
I think they'll lose one in Minnesota too. They always lose in Minnesota.
So I would say that 12 or 13 mark for the Bears. Just by beating up on the division. Right? I think they're head and shoulders better than everybody in the division. Like I said, I don't know about the Packers yet because I ain't seen it. I ain't watched no preseason games. I don't know their scheme. You don't know the coach. You don't know what plays they're going to run. It's just a big question mark on them. So you just pretty much going off personnel legacy of the Packers. The Bears, they just running it back. They drafted a wide receiver. Dude's supposed to be super fast. You already got Tariq Cohen, super fast running back. They did lose Jordan Howard, so I don't know who's going to be their pace back this year, who's going to be the guy who runs between the tackles. So I guess that's yet to be seen. But he's not like a top 10 running back. Like they didn't lose a dog. You know what I'm saying? So, somebody can step in and take over that role. That defense, bro, works 6, 7 games themselves. Khalil Mack within himself. I think Khalil Mack and Aaron Donald is going to be Defensive Player of the Year for years to come. They both going to keep going head to head for that award. And so you can see him easily with double-digit sacks. You can see them with double-digit interceptions by mid-season. So I'm going with the Bears. Defense wins championships, but kickers don't. So hopefully they get that. Hopefully that.
Hope that ain't how this ends again this year.
Yeah, hopefully they get that situation fixed because that window is really small, for you to be good. And I do see Trubisky making, a small step forward. I still think he's a game manager. I don't think they're going to let him let it loose, because at the end of the day, they're going to rely on their defense. So they're winning games 13-10.
Absolutely.
But yeah, breaking down the NFC North, got the Bears. Bears at least 13 wins.
All right.
Packers at least 8 wins, 6 wins to 5 wins for the Vikings.
3 to 4
for the Lions.
There you have it, folks.
Next week, we will come back with another division. If you want your division or your favorite team to be broke down, let us know in the comments, as well as your thoughts on the Kaepernick discussion. That's the first time that happened today, so I'm happy about that.
Right.
On the Kaepernick discussion, we definitely want your feedback on that. I will try my best to post a clip on YouTube with that discussion. Maybe they'll start feeling some things. We can read some comments online. I would definitely love a part 2 on that if we get enough.
Yeah. Something to talk about. We'll talk about it.
And then, like you said, football season is around the corner.
That's right. You can check us out. If you're local, you can check us out starting on the 24th at Madison Heights High School over on John R. on the east side is the Madison Heights Wolverines. Junior varsity football team takes on the Birmingham Patriots at 2 JV. 2 o'clock p.m. August the 24th is our first game. Also, we are tied family-wise to our nephews who play for Chippewa Valley. They opened their season up as defending state champs on August the 29th down in Wayne State at 7 o'clock p.m. So you can go online and purchase those tickets. And as we told you before, a lot of other great football getting started, getting underway, whether it be at the youth, high school, college, or professional level. So we'll be talking that and much more on the Academy Sports Show. Don't forget, you can like us on Facebook at Academy Sports Show. Find us on Instagram at Academy Sports Show. You can also find us on iTunes, the purple iTunes app on your phone or your podcast app. You can go there, download us, look us up. We're on iTunes. And as always, you can find us on SoundCloud if you have an Android. You can check us out or go to SoundCloud.com and look us up that way. You can hear this show and many more. We appreciate our listeners, as always, in podcast land. If you're listening to us right now, it is no longer Sunday. It must be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, rolling in your car, maybe on your headphones at work. Maybe you're sitting at home just chilling, and you got us playing through the Bluetooth. We appreciate all of our listeners, as always. And, as always, we love our sponsors here at the Academy Sports Show.
Most definitely one being Mike Bond. Mike Bond's Plumbing, both licensed and insured, provides top quality services at great prices, whether just getting up to code, waterproofing, or daily home services. Call the man
313-304-7786.
And also VonsPlumbing.com provides you with a map of all the areas that they service, as well as the list of services that they provide, and the quotes, that money, how much it's going to cost. But we promise you it's great prices. We promise you it's great prices. You know why? Because we use the man all the time.
We do. All the time.
Call him up.
313-304-7786.
Right there, he is the real MVP.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget, if you're looking to buy, sell, rent, lease, or invest in some real estate, or maybe you're just looking for a career change, you can call Nick Bowers and his team at Keller Williams Lakeside. You want to let the home team help you with all of your real estate needs. Go to their website at www.thehometeamusa.com or on Facebook at The Home Team. It's The Home Team, a team you can depend on. Call Nick Bowers at 586-634-9419. Again, that's Nick Bowers at 586-634-9419. KW Lakeside, The Home Team. Don't forget, if you're interested in being a sponsor and interested in having your business shouted out on our show, you can hit us up at Academy Sports Show at gmail.com. Again, that's Academy Sports Show. That's with 2 S's at gmail.com. And we will get back to you with our prices and listing.
Daddy, don't take much to me.
Nice job.
That's the little background music.
Yeah, you're a little singing voice, yo.
Yeah, right. All right.
Before we go though, don't forget, if you're a little sore, you need some help, just go and feel good. You got to hit up Be Well Integrated Massage Specialist. That's Be Well Integrated Massage Specialist. They specialize in therapeutic massages, integrating the mind, body, and spirit. For a list of their services and price, you can go to www.choosetobewell.com. That's
choose you.
www.choosetobewell. That's the number 2.com for their list of services and pricing. Or hit them up at 313-472-5048. Again, that's 313-472-5048. Remember, Be Well Integrative Massage Specialists, they just want you to be well.
Be well.
Be well.
In the heart, mind, body, and soul. Be well.
Be well.
That is it.
That's all.
So yeah, like us, love us, follow us, find our faces so you can do that thing. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week, sometime, someplace. So make sure you hit that bell, follow us, hit it, like us, subscribe so you'll know when we're coming on. It's football season. You never know. We might just pop up on a Saturday next time. See you guys soon.
I doubt it, but maybe.
Peace.